So recently, Offset sat down for a podcast with Keke Palmer. And right at the start, Keke made it clear that this conversation was actually recorded back in March 2025, around March 30th to be exact. During their chat, the two talked about a bunch of different topics. But one moment that really stood out was when Offset finally addressed that ongoing Saweetie rumor. You know, the one where people claimed he cheated on Cardi B with her. Offset shut that down immediately, saying it was nothing but a rumor, completely false and not based in reality.
To you and Saweetie?
No, man. It was a rumor, man. And I feel like it was something deeper than that for the split of me and bro. It was something deeper than that. You know what I mean? It was something deeper than that. I don't really want to touch on, but it's something deeper than that. I think that was just like that was a thing that was a bug that I heard. I think people was trying to tear my situation down in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
And
you think there were business people that were plotting on you both?
For sure.
Yeah, and they were creating you guys, stopping you guys from being strong so that y'all couldn't go together against that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, because I would be seeing I would be seeing headlines and we men, so we don't play those games. We don't even know how to do that. And so it was just like, that was a weird thing though. That was kind of crazy.
At one point in the conversation, Keke Palmer asked Offset a really heartfelt question. She wanted to know what he wishes he had done differently in his marriage with Cardi B. Offset didn't dodge the question or sugarcoat it. He kept it real and said that if he could go back, he wishes he had shown Cardi more respect. That's something he openly admitted he could have done better.
Is there anything that you wish you would have done differently? Or that you regret? Or that you know?
I should have respected her way more. You know what I mean? I made bad decisions as a man, like stepping out, like, gotta take that on the chin. Like, that's why when she left, I had to take that on the chin. Cause like, I could have been we got so much our kids to live for. I was being selfish, you know what I mean? And I can say that as a man. I'm a grown man, you know what I mean? I can say that. I wish there wasn't so much internet stuff going on.
Yeah.
I got out of pocket a couple times because, bro, it feel like you're getting bullied. Like, I used to never say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And then
I seen recently things.
I tried to recently just say something, just like to try to defend myself.
Yeah.
Because the narrative be nasty sometimes on me, and it don't be that.
But you know, Cardi's she's always...
So Offset made it crystal clear, and that whole Saweetie rumor was just talk. According to him, nothing ever happened between the two of them. But here's the part that really gets people thinking. If it was all just a rumor, why hasn't Saweetie spoken up? I mean, she absolutely has the right to stay silent if she wants. But if someone were spreading lies about me like that, I definitely want to set the record straight. What do you guys think about that? And also, what are your thoughts on Offset admitting that he wishes he had shown Cardi B more respect and stayed faithful during their marriage? Let's talk about it in the comments. I really want to hear your take on this one. All right, moving on to the next topic. It looks like GloRilla is once again catching heat online. For a while now, people have been accusing her of copying Megan Thee Stallion's style, saying she completely switched up her vibe ever since she started hanging out with Megan and going on tour with her. Recently, a clip started circulating showing GloRilla performing on stage with Chris Brown, and that video reignited the whole conversation. One person even commented saying, she studied Megan like homework, stole her whole style, and then linked up with the same dusty dude screaming, "Free Tory." That's foul. She moves like a snake with a lace front. Because of stuff like that, a lot of fans now feel like GloRilla hasn't been loyal to Megan. They say Megan gave her a major boost, from taking her on tour to helping her develop her image and style. In fact, some fans even believe GloRilla is using Megan's stylist now. And let's not forget that moment when GloRilla accidentally reposted a song by Tory Lanez on her Instagram story. After that, she made a post on Twitter, and soon after, fans noticed that both Megan and GloRilla unfollowed each other, though they eventually refollowed the next day. Still, some people think that move was shady and label GloRilla a snake for it. But what do you all think? Do you believe GloRilla really switched up on Megan? Or is the internet just blowing things out of proportion again?
I'm gonna start a whole war on Twitter. Cause word on the street, people calling you foul. Because apparently, GloRilla and Meg were supposed to be really good friends. And you know whose legal fees Chris Brown paid for? Tory Lane. So I hop up on X and everyone's like, GloRilla is weird. weird individual, using EJ as her stylist, the reheating of Meg's old nachos, constantly being around people who enabled that man shooting her, like it's actually quite odd. Someone else dating GloRilla literally stole Megan's whole aesthetic. She's a shady, traitorous weirdo. Then saying Meg took that girl on tour. Meg is the reason that little gremlin got to be in the same room with Beyonce. Bro, y'all need to stop calling her a gremlin. Meg's fanbase supported Glo's music. Without the support, Glorious would have flopped. There would be no nominations or awards if it wasn't for Meg the Stallion. You know, her. And more comments being like, if I was Meg, I would smack the F out of GloRilla. Someone saying, I will never get over how much of a weird GloRilla is. I really can't. Now, mind you, I found this picture from like a year ago of Meg bringing out GloRilla at her performance. Now, mind you, did I think it was going to be this huge of an issue that she stepped out with Chris Brown? No. But what do you guys think? Do you think she's weird for doing this? And do you think she's weird because allegedly she says she's not friends with Meg no more? I don't know. There needs to be a study of like someone helping you come up and then turning back on them. I want to know what it is, what happened. But then again, am I just being nosy?
At the end of the day, social media always has something to say. Whether it's about Offset trying to own up to his mistakes or GloRilla being accused of switching sides. But one thing's for sure, fame changes everything. People you once called family can suddenly turn into strangers, and every move you make gets picked apart by millions. Maybe Offset's learning the hard way that respect matters more than reputation. And maybe GloRilla's realizing that in this industry, loyalty is tested every single day. But what do you think? Are people being too harsh, or is there some truth behind all this drama? Drop your thoughts down below. I'm reading every comment. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real talk on your favorite celebs.